So, how to construct a good spam loadout. Now, if you're trying to go off of the loadout I'm using, this is just casual gameplay. I just picked some weapons that fit the criteria, but it's actually very subjective what a good spam loadout is. But there are a few criteria for each category that actually make a good spam loadout. So first off, let's start simple. I would advise using the leader's drum as a gadget. It's super cheap. I don't know how much it costs, but it's like, I remember it being like 50 to 100 coins. Very affordable, very easy to use. It just buffs your weapon damage, so get that. I would advise that for a spam loadout. And then for your throwing gadget, something like shurikens, nuclear grenade, almost anything works. Also, spam loadouts are actually very ideal, especially in 2024. Whether you're a PC player playing other PC players or a mobile player playing other PC players, this loadout just works. Your aim doesn't have to be quite as precise as it would with other loadouts, and it's just more casual, which always makes it easier to use. So first, let's start with the primary category. For this one, almost any decent shotgun with a good fire rate. I'm using Boar's Roar because that's a good one. Another good one is 3-barreled shotgun. Deadly Icicle would actually be a really good option. The Rumble is another good one. There are a lot of good options. Your best shotgun with a high fire rate. That should be your go-to. Automatics and miniguns can be okay, but it just doesn't fit well with other weapons. So I would advise a shotgun. And then there's the backup. This is the one that I think can vary the most. It can be almost anything. I personally prefer shotgun backup, so the one I'm using, the friendliest pistol, pretty good. There's a lot of other good ones, like the Rebel is amazing for spamming. It's another shotgun backup. But anything that does damage and has a pretty quick fire rate as well. And the Bloody Mercenary also is a good one for spam. So then we get to the melee category. This one, high mobility is good, but Second Life Vacuum is just the most convenient. It takes no effort to use. It's super fast. It can get some decent kills. So if you have Second Life Vacuum, just use this. If you don't, a high mobility weapon is always good. It doesn't really matter. Or weapons that have really good area damage, like the Jet Tenderizer, all the hammers and axes. Those honestly do really well in spam loadouts. And then we get to the special category. This one, anything with wall break, some kind of bounce shot, sticky mines, consecutive explosion, almost all of these kind of things work. So Wave Pulsar is a great one. That's one of those that's wall break, that's excellent for spamming. Intergalactic Treasure, that's one of those bouncy ones that's also very good. There's a few sticky mine ones that are good, and then right now I'm using the Underwater Whip. This one is super annoying, but I would say this is one of the top options of the specials for a spam loadout. But honestly, for the special, again, it's mostly just preference, whatever you like best. I would say like half the mythical specials would probably fit into a spam loadout pretty well. All right, and then Sniper. This one, again, preference, but I would highly advise either use something like the Bubblegum Sniper or the Shotgun Sniper, something with area damage. If not that, use a Ricochet Sniper. Especially since you will be probably using spam loadouts in places like Deathmatch and Teamfight, which can have cramped spaces. Right now I'm playing on Arabian Dust. This is just very ideal. So I would advise a Ricochet Sniper. Of course, you want good damage, you want a good fire rate, but yeah, again, it's mostly preference. And then heavy weapons. This is one of the more rigid ones. So ones like Sticky Mine heavy weapons, those are pretty good, but I would heavily advise you use Cluster Bomb heavy weapons. With the heavy in these spam loadouts, they don't usually get a direct kill. You'll either be finishing off an opponent or weakening someone before your second blow. So there are a lot of good options, but Cluster Bomb heavy weapons with huge area damage are almost always the way to go. So the one I'm using right now, Stained Glass Protector, actually a pretty good option. There's also weapons like the Christmas Ultimatum, that one's a really good one, the Earth Spike spell, or even the Cerberus. So anyway, this is just how I would advise making a spam loadout in 2024. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.